We are again lucky and fortunate and blessed people because we get to play Warhammer 40,000. And today is Warhammer 40,000, where it is not time to worry and it is not time to stress. It is time to roll dice and kill. And I will kill for the greater good. Where we have Commander Brightside with his 4 missile pods. He's bringing the Bagal plate, which gives him a +1 to his already 2-up armor save. So he has a 1-up, he'll have a 0-up in cover. 3 crisis suits with plasma rifles, fusion guns, burst cannons, and shield generators. And then 6 shield drones going with them. They are indestructible. Now that I said that, they're gonna die.
No, they really are, oh my gosh.
5 marker drones, 4 gun drones, 4 gun drones. 4 Kroot Hounds, 4 Kroot Hounds, 11 Kroot, 10 Kroot, Shaper with a plasma rifle, Krootox. Tau Sept, these are the Tau today. And now let's talk about Eldar. I'm super happy to see the Superstar Hawks.
I'm gonna rattle this off real quick. We got Eldrad, Doom, Executioner, not Focus Will this week. He's gonna take Mind War, because I'm gonna do a bunch of mortal wounds to your guy. Wave Serpent, all the Gubbins, Shuriken Cannons, Bright Lance, 10 Guardians with nothing because they're just superheroes, 10 Dire Avengers, they've got Shredding Fire, and the Exarch has got the... Shit, I thought I had it.
You don't know.
I thought I was going to be able to rattle it all off. He's got the Power Glaive and the Shimmer Shield. So he's got a 4-up Involve and a cool glaive that's going to like...
Does the Shimmer Shield still give the unit oh, they already have an invulnerable save now.
Exactly. So he just gets a 4-up, which is better. So like I could choose to take wounds on him and
that's
yeah, you know, he's got 3 wounds now instead of just 2. He's a little better. 5 Rangers. They get the Void Shield. 5 Swooping Hawks with the Swooping Hawk Exarch. They have the Suppressing Fire, Exarch Power, and he took the Phoenix Plume, because that does some cool stuff. It keeps them alive by giving them a 5-up dealer pain.
These guys have been so good. I don't know why you feel the whole army of them with Baharoth.
I mean, if I could afford to, I would.
So first we rolled in the notebook because we have 12 different places we can get missions from. We rolled up Open War. This is what we got. We got this deployment zone, which is cool. Supply catch. We put down 6 objectives already. And then every turn we're going to roll a dice. And if you get a 6, you pull all the other objectives off the table. And that one objective you rolled the 6 on is the objective and you fight over that one. And I love that. I think that's super cool. And then we got Battle Frenzy. Everybody gets +1 attack. And I'm sure I'm not going to forget that at all. Now we have to roll to see who the attacker and the defender are. I got a 6. You got a 6. Wow, don't do that again. I got a 4. You got a 6. You can choose.
I kind of want you to deploy first, though.
Well, then I will be the defender.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. The water is always difficult, always. But is it dangerous? On a 4, 5, or 6, it is. It is. That water is super dangerous.
The water is super dangerous.
You advance and charge through it. If you roll a 1, you take a mortal wound.
Better watch out.
So deployment has happened. Over there by the big glass of water, the Hawks are in space. And then the big money unit of crisis suits is in space. On the table, right up front of the line, we have Guardians, Eldrad, a wave serpent full of dire Avengers, and the Rangers have taken the bridge. Right in their grill, we have 2 squads of Crew Hounds, 11 Carnivores, the Shaper, 10 more Carnivores, the Crew Tox. In the tower, we have the Marker Drones. The Commander and a unit of gun drones are behind the tower. And then way over here on this side, we have a unit of gun drones hiding out. Because of the way that the deployment map shaped up, we got really close to each other. And all of a sudden, turn 1 is just, it's just interesting, isn't it?
It's just gonna get killy.
I'd love to go first.
It's gonna be a quick game.
I got a 4, you got a 5. Eldar, go first, turn 1. I have to do my ambushing predators move.
I don't know if that comes before my Strands of Fate move.
Yeah. Strands of Fate, do it right now.
I'm keeping this safe.
How many you get to keep for a 750-point game?
3, but 4 because I have Eldrad.
And we need 6 command points each.
I'm gonna keep a save. I'm gonna keep 2 psychic tests, and I'm gonna keep a wound roll. One of these. I don't know if it's a 4 or 5. Let me pull that chart up.
A wound roll is what it will be. Ambushing predators. We have to roll for each model we control, or each objective we control. And on a 6, it's the objective. So it's going to be this one. Are you within 3 inches here? You're not.
No.
Or there. So it's just 2 of them.
Yeah.
So for the bridge, is it a 6? It's a 2. For the river, is it a 6? It's a 6.
It's a 6.
The river is the objective. Every other objective now leaves the table. That happened super fast.
So quick.
And all of a sudden, I'm way up front when it would have suited me to stay a little bit further back.
Not be so far up front. Huh?
You know, it's the price I gotta pay for being awesome.
Yeah.
Eldar movement phase. The movement phase has ended then.
Yep.
So after the movement phase, the Rangers have stayed put because why would they go anywhere?
Because why would they go in?
The Wave Serpent deposited the Dire Avengers and ran this way to face down the Crew. The Guardians have shuffled over to make room for the Dire Avengers, and it seems like the Crew are being responded to right now. Eldrad is here.
Yeah. All right. First, we're gonna spend one of these psychic dice on psychic test for smite. Because I'm Uthway, I'll be at +1.
All right, here comes Smite.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Goes off.
It goes off on a 9.
Doesn't super smite. But
That's all right.
3 mortal wounds.
That'll be a morale check on dogs.
Then I'm going to cast Executioner on the other unit of Crew Hounds.
Uh-oh.
On 7. Doesn't go off, but I'm Eldrad. I have a Farseer home, or a Ghost home. Goes off on a 9. For D3 mortal wounds. 1.
There's a Crew Hound.
Did I kill you?
You did.
It'll be D3 mortal wounds. For 3.
That's the squad.
Ba.
Just like that.
Then I'm going to use my 3rd power to cast Mind Ward on
The Shaper.
So it goes off on a 7. Goes off. And then...
We roll against each other's leaderships.
Let me double check.
Oh, right on.
So it's against our leadership. I got a 1.
I got a 2. My leadership is 8.
My leadership is 10. No, my leadership is 9.
So we tie.
Yeah, good work.
Shaper has a strong mind leading the pack. And now it's time for you shooting phase where you got a lot of gun on the field.
The Guardians.
The
are gonna
Guardians.
shoot this unit of crew.
Gonna shoot over the bridge, through the Crew, through the trees, into this squad of Crew here. Gonna be -1.
Gonna be -1.
Gonna be -1.
I'm gonna spend a couple command points.
Of course you are. You're gonna do the Cabal of the Black Guardians. What is it?
Nope, I'm going to spend 1 on martial citizenry.
And what does that do?
We're going to reroll our ones to hit.
Okay.
Then I'm going to spend 1 on blade storm. So
6s explode.
6s explode.
Reroll ones to hit, 6s explode. Why don't you spend more on the Black Guardian one too? Make a real killing.
Because I'm not. Because why would I do that? I don't know.
Why would you do that? All right. Guardians shooting this squad of crew way down here. Rerolling 1s, 6s explode. Rerolling 1s, 6s explode. Hitting on 4s.
Through the trees.
Reroll those 1s. That's a good roll.
All right, and then 3s miss, 2s miss.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
6s come back. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And
What a good roll of dice.
these are the hits that wound you on 3s. And reroll 1 because I'm way. These are at -3.
That's 5 dead crew.
And these are irregular. These are at -1.
These are 5s. Dead, dead, dead. I have 2 left.
See?
Crazy. After the Guardians shoot, there are 2 men here who are just lucky to be alive.
We're gonna shoot the Rangers at
Commander Brightside.
Commander Brightside, and we're gonna hit you on 4s through the tree.
You hit 3 times. Toughness 5.
And we're gonna wound you on 5s. And I'm gonna reroll 1 because I'm Uthway. So we wound you once.
With the Begal plate, I get
-1.
I get a 2. And I have Iridium armor and the Begal plate.
All right, next up we got the tank. He's gonna shoot at the Krutux.
What?
Yeah.
It's so nice to have the Krutux in the game. He's so much flavor on the table. He doesn't do anything.
All right, Bright Lance is at the Krutux and Shuriken Cannon at the Kruts who are on the objective deck. So this will be 3s.
Needs to make it hurt.
And then this will be toughness.
Toughness on the Krutux is toughness 5.
Toughness 5 is going to be 3s. It's going to be 2 at -4 for D6.
I
Or for
can't-
D3 plus 3.
I cannot say that.
And then these are going to be 3s. Or I'm sorry, toughness 3.
The Krut are toughness 3, the Krutux is toughness 5.
So the Krut are going to be 2s, and I'm going to use my Uthway to wound them 3 times. 1 at -3, 2 at -1 for 2 damage.
So these are 5s. So that is 2 dead Krut. And then roll your damage there.
How many wounds does he
He's got 4 wounds.
D3 plus 3.
He's dead.
D3 plus 3.
He's dead.
Dang.
All right, so just like that, my forward force has been melted away to nothing, and there's still shooting to go on.
I still get to shoot my Dire Avengers, yes. And
Eldred's got a pistol.
And Eldred has a pistol.
Finish off that dog.
No, I want that dog to break to morale.
He probably will.
I don't know, you might spend 2 command points to... No, I want that dog to run away. I wouldn't shoot a dog in the back. Eldred's gonna shoot his pistol with the Krut. He hits. Doesn't wound, but he's Uthway, so he wounds.
At?
Your regular arm strength.
All right.
Your regular pistol.
In a 4. We've killed the Krut. It's this man here. Bep.
And then, onto the Dire Avengers. We're gonna shoot 4 of them at the drones.
The drone's in the tower.
And the rest, the other 6, because I can't math, the other 6 will shoot at the Krut.
So many dead Krut.
I'm sorry, it is 5, because my Exarch has the Shimmer Shield, so he doesn't actually have a gun.
Well, he doesn't need a gun. He's got the shield.
Yep, so 4 at the drones, 5 at the Krut. Starting with the drones. On 3s. And we're going to wound you.
Toughness 4.
On 4s. And I'm going to reroll one of those because I'm... So that's going to be... Those are at -2. These are at -4.
-4. 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are 2 dead drones. These are -2. Need 5s. I must have saved one of them.
Must have saved one of them.
But that's just, that's 4 dead drones now.
Already used my Uthway reroll on this unit.
All right.
3s. And I want
Toughness 3.
wounding on.
Toughness 3.
So it's these ones are -4.
That's 5 dead drones. Or 5 dead men.
Are you regular? Or all right, -2.
-2 is 6s. So that's, I've already lost 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's brutal.
I mean, that's my turn.
That's the, you're not going to charge?
No, I'm not going to charge out of the water.
I have some morale checks to make.
It's the morale phase.
Yeah. All right, so first, a crew hound. So the crew hound has a leadership of 5. It's lost 3. For 5, it's fine.
No way.
The crew carnivores will get a leadership of 7, but they have lost 9.
So they break.
And then the drone, its leadership is not great.
But
The drone is leadership 6. I'm going to spend 2 command points and I'm going to keep that drone alive. I want my drone. And then I need to roll a 1 for those crew. But they break. And then on a 1 or a 2. So I got 1 guy left on the bridge. And y'all remember at the beginning of this game when this table was just full of chicken men?
what happened to all the chicken?
There's 2 chicken men and a chicken dog left. It's pretty bad around here. And but now it's my turn 1, and let's retaliate. So it's the beginning of the movement phase. We're going to perform the marker light action on the Dire Avengers. And it happens. I have a marker light token.
And it happens.
On the Dire Avengers. Let's find a chip. Marker light chip.
I mean, we just.
My movement phase was very quick because so many of my units have died. The Hound and the Crude on the bridge, they've stayed. They've stayed. There's no point in running away with them, though. They'll give me a little bit of work. These gun drones have come out from behind the rocks. They are here, and they're going to use that marker light to shoot at those Dire Avengers. The Shaper has walked down the river towards the objective. These gun drones have come out to eye up the elves on the bridge, and Commander Brightside has come forward to engage the tank. This is my movement phase. I can't wait to bring in my crisis suits because wow, am I, it seems like it's worse than it is. Each crew is 6 points, but I lost a lot of crew. Anyway, my turn 1 shooting will start.
You got nothing. You got fucking nothing.
Are you gonna cry if I kill a bunch of stuff this turn?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I am.
These gun drones are gonna use the marker chip to shoot at the Dire Avengers and hit on 4s and not 5s. Oh wait, I can't do that.
Because they're gun drones.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
Gun drones have to shoot at the closest unit. They do. Where is that?
Bum, 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 bum.
It can only target the closest unit. That's a bummer. That means I won't be able to shoot at those Rangers either.
Such a bummer.
Oh, I've made a tactical blunder. I've blundered. I won't actually be able to put shots on the Dire Avengers that I put the marker light token on.
You can shoot at them with that crew carnivore.
I can. I'm going to have to. Oh, well.
This guy.
No, he's going to shoot at the tank. So this marker light check on the Dire Avengers, it should have been on the Guardians. Live and learn. I got to play more Tau is what I'm finding out. But these guys are going to shoot at Guardians, and that's happening now. The sad part is I was so proud that I remembered my marker light and did it right. I had a marker light going, but these gun drones shooting at the Guardians here, and we hit on 5s because we're drones. It's like being an orc. I should be used to this by now.
No, you hit on 4 first because you used the marker. Oh, no.
No, because it's on the wrong unit.
We just went over that. Sorry.
That's all right. We've hit
Orcs.
that many times, and then we're going to use our Tau reroll.
I thought the tower was supposed to be good at shooting.
They are when they get the marker light on the right unit. I'm going to wound you on 3s.
Ouch.
That's 2 wounds at your regular save.
I'm in the water. I get 4 of them. Ah!
You've lost 1 Guardian. Underwhelming. All right, that crude on the bridge is going to shoot at... He's going to shoot at the Dire Avengers.
Bring it.
He's a crude, so he can't use the marker light. He's hit once.
He can't use the marker light?
He can. He's a crude. He's not allowed. Oh. So there's no wound there.
All right, bring it.
The Shaper here is going to shoot at the Guardians. He hits on 4s. He wounds on 3s. That's at -1.
Here? Or no, at the Guardians.
Guardians.
It's going to be a 5. And I die.
All right.
Who else is ugly? You.
Commander Brightside. He's going to shoot at that tank. He hits on 2s. And he is Precision of the Hunter. I assure you that was a hit.
He's not Hatred Eternal.
Whatever you want to call it. He's a wound on force. And he is Hatred Eternal. Those are all at...
Minus something good?
No, it's -2 for 2 damage each.
-2 for 2 damage each is going to be 5s. I'm going to spend one of my
Saves.
So I'll have 5. And I get one of them.
So you take 8 wounds. These gun drones here have to shoot at the tank. They have to. And it bums me out. I really wanted to shoot at the Rangers. But live and learn. You got to make mistakes to learn your lessons. And that's a lesson to learn. So the gun drones at the Wave Serpent will hit on 5s and 6s. And they do all right.
You're pretty good. You're selling your gun drones short.
I had it all worked out where one unit of gun drones was going to light up the Dire Avengers, and the other unit was going to light up the Rangers. And then I was like, oh wait, no, they're not. And I figured out why they're so cheap. They're 8 points a gun drone, which is the same as a Fire Warrior, but you know, Fire Warriors you have to choose what they shoot at.
It's pays to be able to choose what you shoot at.
The gun drones wound on 5s.
Ow.
And there's 3 more wounds at your regular save.
That's gonna be 3s.
Take another wound.
I don't want you.
You
But I
take
will.
another wound.
But I will.
You were told by gun drones. So, I really need my crisis suits to come in. I really wanted that turn to be more productive because this could be a cleanup turn.
You want to see if the Guardians break?
Yeah, I do.
They don't.
They don't. But now it's your turn. It's your turn too.
Yeah.
Strands of Fate.
Strands of Fate. 4, 6. Keeping this safe. Keeping that safe. Keeping these hit rolls. And that'll be good enough.
The movement phase has ended. The Wave Serpent tucked in by the river. And when I asked, what are you doing over there? I was told, you want it to blow up.
I hope it's going to blow up.
They have 1 in 6 chance. We're going to find out.
Well, you know, it's got 4 wounds left. It's probably got 1 more good shot in it, and then crisis suits. So
We're going to find out. The Rangers, here,
hanging out.
haven't moved. The Dire Avengers have backed up in more of a defensive position.
Started a campfire, you know, they're having tea.
The Guardians have surrounded Eldrad as he has moved forward, the wrecking machine that he is. I love that, like, he's got the same weight in my mind as, like, a Primarch, you know, but he's got that little tiny model. He's awesome, and now he's going to spend Psychic Might.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Hang on, it's worth noting that the Hawks over here are still in space.
Yes. I'm gonna cast Mind War on the Shaper. It doesn't go off on a 5/6.
But you're Eldrad.
Eldrad. And it doesn't go off on a 3/4.
My Shaper is rock solid in his mind.
His mind is so solid. Now I'm gonna Smite, and it's gonna go off on the closest unit, which is that dog. And it goes off on a 9. For a D3.
He's dead.
Just 1.
Seemed like a bit much.
Well, I didn't want to smite him, but he was the closest unit. So.
And now Executioner.
And now I'm going to cast Executioner on the gun drones. It doesn't go off on a 5. And it doesn't go off on a 5.
Look at Eldrad. It's because I called him a Primarch a second ago, and he's like, I'll show you how good I am.
I'll show you a Primarch.
That's what I get for talking junk about your army.
Yeah.
All right, so that takes you to shooting.
That takes me to shooting. Eldrad's going to shoot his pistol at this carnivore on the bridge.
Crew's going to live.
He hits him. And he wounds him.
At
And at -2. Because it's
-2 is going to be a 6. I'm not. Never mind. He's dead. I like cover for the bridge, but that is not cover there. And even though he's in the terrain, I'm not calling that cover. I'm not. I refuse.
Next up, we got 5 Rangers who are going to shoot at Mr. Brightside over there.
Commander Brightside. Good friend of Commander Starcrunch.
Try again, Trout.
No. On the bright side, he's a commander now.
He's a commander now. I don't know if that makes it much better, but here we are. We're going to spend 2 of my hit rolls. Oh, man, hold on a second. So we're going to hit 2.
Rangers have hit twice.
Ah,
Rangers have hit twice.
3 times.
Oh, yeah, because I'm out of the trees. Spend a command point to hit again.
Yeah, we did.
All right, you're gonna wound on 5s.
2 wounds and 2 mortal wounds.
Because I have the Begal plate.
But I'm Uthway. And I only, 2 wounds, 2 mortal.
All right, the Begal plate gives me a 5-up feel no pain. So first, the 2 wounds will save on 2s. He's fine. And then the mortal wounds will go with 5s. He takes 1 wound.
Dang.
So Commander Brightside is now down to 5 wounds.
He's tough.
I built him that way.
15 shots from the Guardians at the gun drums. I'm gonna hit you on 3s. Not like that, we're not.
Oh, you've hit enough.
Oh my goodness.
We're toughness 4.
Not like that. That was a 4.
I believe you.
And then, wow.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Regular save.
-1.
-1 is 5s. Take a wound. Lose your drone. Bet.
Wow, that was not good.
No, that's great.
That was bad.
I'll overwatch you.
Oh, that was bad.
What's next?
I'm gonna have to charge in there.
This entire mob of aspect warriors, some of the baddest motherfuckers in the galaxy, shooting 3 gun drones.
I mean, we're shooting 2 trees. And
Toughness 4.
I want 4s.
Those 6s are -4s?
The 5s and 6s are.
They're just dead.
Then they're
We're just dead. You don't even have to count it. They're just
They're
dead.
just dead. Alright, so those gun drones are gone. And then I got, oh man, those gun drones are really in my way over here.
Because the tank's the only thing left to shoot.
Yep.
I guess the tank's shooting at gun drones, huh?
Tank shooting gun drones. I'm going to declare, what's the bodyguard rule? So if I kill 2, I'll be able to shoot at Commander Brightside.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to declare the Bright Lances against Commander Brightside
All right.
with the hopes that I can kill 2 with the shuriken.
All right.
So here's the Bright Lances that might just be unable to fire because I chose an
Gotcha.
ineligible target.
I hear you.
We're hitting on 3s on the gun drones.
You've hit twice.
Shit. Okay. Here's what I want. Ready? I've hit the gun drones twice.
Hit the gun drones twice.
Can I hit them a 3rd time? I have.
Oh, you're a buster.
I am.
You're a buster. No, on a 4, 5, or 6, that's too cheeky. That's way too cheeky.
All right,
You've hit twice.
But I'm keeping my dice though.
You keep your dice though.
I keep my dice though. So I've hit twice, and I'm gonna wound you on
Toughness 4.
3s. And I'm gonna reroll this one for free because of my Uthway.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. That one's at -3 for 2 damage. That one is at -1 for 2 damage.
This is a 4 because I'm in the water, and I've lost a drone.
Damn. Well then I cannot shoot my Bright Lances at your commander.
Oh, I'm so happy that worked out though. That worked out fantastically well. Now, are you going to charge?
Who am I gonna charge?
The tank can charge the drones.
The tank? The tank can charge the... No, I'm not gonna charge.
All right. Well, then it turns into my turn 2, where it's time to bring in the crisis suits and save this game. Turn 2. These gun drones over here, I got a leadership check. If I roll a 6, they break. But I roll the 1, they're rock solid.
They're rock solid.
And so now I got to move and bring in crisis suits. It's time for the lonely marker drone who's still alive to use his action. He's going to put a marker chip on the Rangers, and it goes off. We have a marker light token on the Rangers.
Oh.
I have that. Yeah, cool. My movement phase has ended. It took a long time, even though I have very little left on the board. The gun drones have come out of the drink, and they've come forward. The Shaper has walked to the objective. Commander Brightside has tucked behind this building away from the line of sight of these men here, and then the crisis suits have finally come in here. And there is no psychic phase, so we will shoot. Oh wait, I gotta spend 2 command points on my crisis suits coming in, so they'll re-roll their hits. We're starting with Commander Brightside.
Who's he shooting?
He's shooting at the tank. He hits on 2s.
Ouch.
And then he wounds on 4s. And with his Warlord trait, he re-rolls those dice. He's wounded 7 times at -2 for 2 damage each. I need that tank to die.
Yeah. I need,
To nuke your Rangers. Bam.
what they call 5s. Yeah, he's dead.
Does he blow up?
I sure hope so. Where's one of these red dice?
Don't you wish he could auto-explode?
One of these red dice.
He does not blow up. The tank is no more.
No, he just wrecks.
These gun drones are now free to shoot up at the Rangers.
Is the close? Yeah, go for it.
I measured it. That's why I had to move him in front of the tank rather than him over here. We're going to spend that marker light chip so we hit on 4s.
Still 5s because I'm -1.
Because you're Rangers. Well, that's better than
And
6s.
I'm behind a wall.
The wall doesn't give you shit for minuses. It gives you better armor.
But I'm in cover. Right?
But Rangers get their special Scooby-Doo rule.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Read that rule together.
Because it just saved you 4 hits.
So we both know who with their ranger cloak. Each time. Oh no, they don't do that anymore. Shit.
Sweet.
So yeah, you get your 4 hits, but I get +1. I get +2 to my armor for being in cover. Sorry.
Well, then we're going to wound you on 3s.
It used to be both.
4 wounds.
4 wounds that instead of 5s, I get 3s.
Should just lose 1 Ranger.
And I just lose 1 ranger.
Not bad.
You sir.
The Shaper by the objective is going to shoot at the Ranger. And he hits. And he wounds the Ranger at -1.
That -1 is going to be a 4.
The Shaper kills a Ranger. Glad he's still on the field. Now, all the action in the game is down here. I got to count some dice. Final shooting of my turn are these crisis suits. The gold dice are going to be fusion blasters. The black dice are plasma rifles. The white dice are burst cannons. I've spent the 2 command points to re-roll my hits coming in. The white dice are going on the Dire Avengers. The colored dice are going on the Guardians. Everything hits on 4s. You with me?
With you.
All right.
Except, no, I'm not with you because the Dire Avengers have lightning fast reactions.
So the white dice will hit on 5s. The special dice hit on 4s. These are on the Guardians. And, ooh, not great. And then these are on the Dire Avengers. That'll hit on 5s instead of 4s.
Which was great.
Yeah, that did you right.
Which was really good for me.
Actually, it only saved you 1 4. The rest of it was just my bad Tau shooting.
Oh, well, stop being such a bad top shooter.
All right.
You guys have the best guns ever.
Dire Avengers get wounded on 3s, and we'll spend that Tau reroll there. And we'll spend a command point reroll there, too. No, just 3 wounds on the Dire Avengers, and then these 1 on 2s. And these are -4.
You have, wait, but I'm Uthway, so I get a 6-up involved. If I could ever keep the dice on the
You're
table.
so excited. So we've
So
lost 2 Rangers.
you've evaporated 2 of my Guardians. I mean,
Our 2 Guardians are gone.
They're just
And then 3 Dire
like
Avengers.
the water is boiling underneath them. Fusion gun. You don't think that was overkill?
It's the guns I had on the field.
All right, then.
Lightning fast reactions is such a good strategy for you.
Yeah, smiting a Kroot Hound. That's too much. But fusion blaster and guardian. I'm sorry.
I should have brought more burst cannons.
These are at minus
Nothing.
nothing. It's gonna be a 3-up.
Let me check that real quick because we're new books, right? It's still no AP. Regular save.
Regular save. So I'm gonna save 2, and I'm gonna roll a 3-up. Totally fine.
Totally fine. That is the end of my turn 2. Going into, do you have any morale checks anywhere?
I got 1 on the Rangers up here, and I got 1 on the Guardians over there. So the Rangers lost 2.
Mm-hmm.
Their leadership 7. They're fine. Guardians lost 2. Their leadership 7. They're fine.
They're fine. It is Eldar, turn 3, Strands of Fate.
Strands of Fate. And I'm going to keep this 6.
Of course you are.
I'm going to keep this psychic test.
Mm-hmm.
And this hit roll. And this wound roll.
All right. Movement phase. The Eldar movement phase has ended, and the forces started to shift this way towards the objective. I have Guardians on the bridge and Eldrad leading from the front. These Dire Avengers have stayed put. They clearly know what their job is. These Rangers have stayed put. They know their job as well. And then the Hawks have appeared, and they know their job. But we have a psychic phase first.
Psychic phase. Let's go. I'm going to cast Smite on the gun drones, and it doesn't go off on a 3.
Are the gun drones the closest, or is the Shaper the closest? I think the
goes off on
Shaper's
10.
the closest.
You think the Shaper's close?
I do.
We got a good old 12 inches on the gun drones. We got a good old 10 inches on the Shaper. Yeah. So the Shaper takes a smite at 10 for D3. You want to deny? You're Shaper.
Shapers don't deny. They're not psychers.
They're not. Take 3 more wounds.
3 more wounds. I think you've killed him.
Or no, I was going to cast Mind Ward on him.
The Shaper has 4 wounds. He's got 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound left.
1 wound left.
I'm going to cast Executioner on the drones. Goes off on 11 for D3.
For just 1, but that kills a drone. And that's the squad. Could you pull them and then put 1 wound on that Shaper? It's getting lethal around here.
And then I'm going to cast Mind Ward on the Shaper. Black dice.
Mind War on the Shaper.
Doesn't go off on a 6. But it goes off on a 9.
Now we roll our leaderships against each other. I got a 5, you got a 5, you put 1 wound, that kills him. You've killed him by 1 wound with Eldrad's 1 more point of leadership. Could you pull my Shaper, please? And my army is now a marker drone, a commander, and this big money squad. Shooting phase?
We're going to shoot 3 shots at Money May over there.
The Rangers into Commander Brightside.
Hit you
just once.
Wound you. Once.
2 up save. He's fine.
Ah, scoff.
Who's next?
How many Guardians can see these crisis suits? So we got 4 guys who can see, but we're shooting through trees.
4 men here, looking at crisis suits, shooting through trees. They will hit on 4s.
We're gonna hit you on 4s. And we're gonna wound you on...
Toughness 5.
Man, being an elf is cool. And we're gonna wound you on 5s. And I'm gonna use my Uthway roll to wound you 1 time at -1. I'm sorry, once at -1 and once at -3.
All right, it's going to be on this shield drone, and it's both going to be 4-ups. And we have a wound on a shield drone.
And I'm going to make a battle focus move with my Guardians. I'm going to go 5 inches.
They're going to go 5 inches. And after battle focus, it looks like this. I think you've learned your lesson because you haven't left him unprotected since the last time I gunned him down.
Spend 1 command point on Blade Storm on the Dire Avengers.
All right.
Now we're going to shoot 9 guys and crisis suits.
And 6s explode.
Yep. I'm going to hit you on 3s. That's drop dice.
Here comes 3s.
Drop dice never count, even if I want them to. And then 5s. I don't remember. I don't know if that's one.
I believe you. So these are all 4-up and vulnerable saves.
-4.
4-up and vulnerable saves. 2, 3, 4 wounds go through. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. And
Was that it?
that's what just happened.
That was it, huh?
That's why they're 12 points a drone. 12 points a drone.
Those drones are solid.
The Hawks still have to shoot.
I mean, it's...
All gonna be 3s. But the 6s auto wound.
Yep. Those are at -1. There's no Uthway. There's just 2 more at -1.
4s. So we are down to just 2 drones left.
And let me check a rule real quick. I'm gonna do my Sky Leap, but I'm also gonna roll 3d6, and if I beat your leadership,
That beats it. I can't overwatch or perform actions?
you can't overwatch, set to defend, or perform actions.
Okay, can't do any of those things. But now we go into my turn 3 where the Kion begins.
Sky Leap. Sorry.
Kion's gotta happen. My movement phase, I gotta put a marker light on the Dire Avengers. I need a 3. And there's the marker light token is now on the Dire Avengers.
Hey,
Take
stop
that.
that.
No, we were gonna take a break. So we're at the dead center midway point. The Kion is in effect, so 6s will explode. So I have 2 units, 3 units left in game. He's already fired his marker light here. We're gonna start with the crisis suits, they're going to put the heavy weapons into the Dire Avengers, and they're going to put the burst cannons into the Guardians. The heavy weapons will hit on 3s.
Lightning fast reaction.
On whom?
The Dire Avengers.
The Dire Avengers will still be hit on 4s. Everybody's hit on 4s. They gotta count dice. Dice have been counted. The gold dice are the fusion guns. The black dice are the plasma guns. The white dice are the burst cannons. The fusion and the plasma on the Dire Avengers. The burst cannons on the Guardians. Everything is hitting on 4s because I spent a marker light here, but then lightning fast reactions were played. So these are 4s, and then these are 4s. Uh-oh. And now we count dice. So these wound on 2s. These are 2 wounds on the Dire Avengers at -4 for a lot of wounds.
That's going to be a 5 of pinball.
Lose just 1 Dire Avenger. And then on the Guardians, we wound on 3s. And then we're going to use our Uthway reroll, and we're going to spend a command point for a reroll. And there are just 5 wounds on the Guardians.
Regular thing?
Yes.
I want 5s.
4 Guardians got to go.
Ouch. I really want that one Guardian to be alive.
Oh, big deal roll here. Big deal. He dies. Commander Brightside is going to shoot at Eldrad. He hits on 2s. And he's Hatred Eternal. And then he's going to wound Eldrad on 3s. 4s. And then he's Hatred Eternal. These are all -2 for 2 damage each.
Ouch. I'm going to save one.
One is saved.
See how that would have been way better on the Guardians?
Yeah, it probably would have been, but it's... I don't feel bad about it. You still got
a whole lot of 4-up involves.
Oh, you do all right, though.
Make 3.
Is he dead?
Yeah, totally.
Eldrad has
2 damage
died.
each, right?
That is 2 damage each.
No way, he has 7 wounds.
No. So I will pay
Yeah, that was whack.
a command point to move these crisis suits, and then that is going to be my turn. The Guardians rolled morale. They were fine. The crisis suits did their version of Fire and Fade, and they have moved up to the bridge. Left in the game are, I have 6 models, but they're money. And you have...
More than 6, but they're not money.
But you still have these Dire Avengers, and that's where the game lies. This hero unit that does so much work in your turn 4.
But if they can't get through 2 shield drones?
You can do it.
One fell off the table.
Strands of Fate.
It's not on the table, so I only get to take 3. And I'm not going to take a psychic test because I don't have any psychers. I'm going to take this wound roll instead.
2 saves and a wound roll on the Strands of Fate. The movement phase has ended. The Hawks have come out from their hiding spot. I actually forgot that they were back there. I totally forgot they were in this game, but they have come out, and they feel like they can get the job done, and they're accompanied by the Guardians who are objective secured. The Rangers have stayed in their high perch, and finally the Dire Avengers. Now is their time to shine. This is the moment when Dire Avengers show off how cool they are, because they need to kill crisis suits. Dire Avengers shooting at crisis suits. You got a command point.
With the blades.
With the blade sword. 6s will explode. Big money right now.
Right.
3.
A lot of 6s. There's definitely some 6s. All of the hits. Plus.
Is it 6s to wound explode?
No.
Yeah, 6s to wound over here auto. No. 6s
to
hit auto wound.
Yep.
Gotcha. Blade storm.
Yeah. So now 5s and 6s do the shredding fire. But I have to wound you on 5s anyway, so here we go.
5s.
A bunch of 5s.
I see quite a few.
There you go.
And these are all AP great.
AP -4.
Everybody in the unit's got a 4 from vulnerable save, because I pay for shield generators too. So we want 4s. So we have taken, that's the drones. The drones have died.
That's it.
The drones have died. But now this commander here.
It's just heartbreaking.
No, it's
So much gun.
you've
to kill
killed
2 drones.
24, 48. You've killed 72 points of shield drones. That's a big chunk of my list, 72 points.
Enough.
All right, can all these men kill the very thuggy commander with the 2-up save and the 5-up feel no pain?
Start with these 3 guys up here.
He should have a dice over there that says he has 5 wounds. I don't know if he's lost it.
No, he's got it.
All right, Rangers on commander.
3s.
They've hit once because they're scared.
And I'm going to auto wound you for a wound and a mortal wound.
There's a wound and a mortal wound, and that's it. So the wound we save on a 2. And that is saved. The mortal wound we save on a 5. We do not. Can you take me down to 4 wounds? Who's next?
Next up, the Guardians are going to shoot. Hit you on 3s. Wound you on
Bonus 5.
5s.
Nothing.
But we're going to battle focus. 4 inches into the water.
The Eldar hold the important objective.
Our objective.
With their objective secured unit.
And then the Hawks are going to shoot.
Can the Hawks take 4 wounds off the thuggy commander? On the bright side, if you don't, he's going to murder you.
Is that the bright side?
He's Commander Brightside. It's all bright side for him. Look how heroic he is with his white helmet. 3s on Commander Brightside from the Hawks.
I think on 3s.
6s, auto wound. There's enough to kill him right there.
Wound you on 5s. Boothway. So it's all at -1.
All at -1. So these are going to be, he has Iridium Armor, which makes him a 2. The Bagal Plate, which is +1 to his save, so it's still a 2. So he's fine. So he's fine, and he's awesome. And you have to make your awesome move with them. They're going somewhere. Going right back to their hidey hole. Are there charges to make anywhere?
No.
All right, going into Tau turn 4.
Because I can't swing at you through the wall.
Sure you can. It counts as a barricade. You just got to get within an inch of the wall. But you'd have to charge through the water, too.
No, because you can still shoot at me.
I can still shoot you in close combat.
Yeah. I could maybe kill a guy. I get 1 extra attack, right?
You do get 1. I forgot all about that. Yeah, you do.
We'll charge your face.
These brave men are going to charge the crisis suits, and that is a heroic move.
On a 5, -2.
It's still going to do it because they're right there.
Guys who might get eaten by chaos fish.
They're good.
They're fine.
They're just fine.
Lots of them are. These chaos fish are swimming around though. They're nipping at their ankles.
All right, the Dire Avengers have gotten in on the crisis suits.
I get an extra attack.
All right, viewer, I'd like to remind you that with the special mission rules today, these Dire Avengers are +1 to attack. So Mr. Farseer is throwing a handful of dice.
They don't normally have this many attacks.
And then these crisis suits cannot set to defend because the Hawk shot them and said no, they can't.
I said no, they could not. So that's a lot of hits.
It is a lot of hits.
We're going to wound you on 5s, except for the black dice, which are going to wound you on 4s. Because I'm strength 5.
Okay. Oh, my crisis suits. Oh, look at all the 1s and 2s, though.
So I got 2 wounds that are -2 for 2 damage each.
It's all 4 of invulnerable saves.
And then did not do very well with the rest of these. Those are probably irregular.
All right. So these are going to be 3s. So there's 2 wounds, and then these are going to be 4s. And I'm going to spend a command point, my last command point, to reroll 1 of those. But they go through. So that's a guy, because there's 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
So we've killed this man.
And then there's 2 off another guy. Right?
And then I thought it was 1 off another guy. Is 2 off another guy?
Unless you get 2 up.
I believe you.
I mean, unless you get 2 ups.
No, I believe you. I get moving fast. This man is down to 2. And that's how that went. But is that the end of your... Oh, wait, I get to fight back with these men, though.
You get to fight back.
They hit on 5s.
Yeah.
Crisis suits swing back at Dire Avengers and hit on 5s. Because that's how Tau hit. Then wound on 3s. 1 wound on the Dire Avengers.
I want... it doesn't count that I'm in the water, so I want a 4. Because we're in combat. Oh, I lose a guy.
Lose a guy. That's all right. I'm going to kill them in shooting in my turn 4, which happens now, correct?
Yeah, get a command point.
Get a command point. Hey, I'll have a command point. So my movement phase is done with my 3 models left on the table. I didn't marker light anything because the commander hits on 2s regardless, and these guys can't be marker lit because they're in close combat. I got no psychic phase, so we're just going to shoot. We'll start with the commander shooting at the Hawks. Commander shooting at the Hawks. The Hawks are behind the bridge there. The commander is putting his 8 shots into him. He hits on 2s. And then he is precision of the hunter, so he hits all the times. And then he wounds on 2s, and he's precision of the hunter. And so those are on the Hawks at -2 for 2 damage each.
That's so much. Like,
Deca.
so extra. Put so much gun into him this game, and he just will not die.
The Begal plate and the Iridium armor.
At minus something good, right?
A -2 for 2 damage each.
All right, so I want, I think it's 5 up in.
Your Aspect Warriors, they all have 5 up in walls now.
Yeah, so it's like a 5 up in wall, and then I'll get a 5 up villain thing. So I want 5s. Come on, show me a bunch of them. 2 of them's not enough. 2 of them is not enough. I wanted like 3 or 4.
And those are 2 damage each.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna have to get kooky with it.
Something I love about your particular play style is, Jesus Christ, you never give up hope on anything.
Oh, never. Okay, so. Alright, here we go. First guy dies. The second guy lives. Can he live again? He cannot. The third guy dies. The fourth guy dies. And then the Exarch
has 2 wounds. Just make one of these and he'll live.
He's got 3 wounds.
He's got what? Crazy. Do they all have 3 wounds now?
But he's totally fine.
So the Exarch lives because there's always got to be hope. Now it's time for the Crisis Suits to polish out these Dire Avengers.
No.
Crisis Shoots now shoot at Dire Avengers. The white dice are burst cannons. The black dice are plasma rifles. The gold dice are fusion blasters. Everything hits on 4s.
Even in close combat? You got -1 to shoot?
No. I would be with heavy weapons, but none of these are heavy weapons.
Ouch.
But they still hit like a toe. Best shooting army in the game. The plasma guns have not hit today at all, not once. These are going to wound on 2s. These are going to wound on 3s.
Come on, big money.
These are -4 for 3 damage each.
Ouch.
Look at these, and these are your regular saves.
These are 4s. Lose 2. And then these are what now?
-4 for 2 each.
These.
But they're aspect warriors, so they get 5 ups.
Yeah.
Or they're 3 each, but
So that's 4 dead guys all there.
that could have been way worse.
Up, 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 up.
I want to charge the commander into those guardians.
Oh, go
Sorry
for it.
about that. Commander charging guardians. He's in on a 7. Does he take a mortal wound? He does not. And then since he charged, he fights first. He's got 4 attacks that hit on 3s. Commander is going to club guardians with his missile hands. He hits on 3s. And but he's Tau. And then he wounds on 3s. Just 2 wounds at your regular saves. Guardians.
Here?
Yes.
4 5s. Dead.
But my objective.
Crumped.
Now, the Dire Avengers are going to try to kill a Crisis Suit.
3s.
3s. It's a pretty decent roll.
5s, but the black dice want 4s.
5s and 4s.
So there's 2 and -2 for straight 2. There's 1 at your regular armor save.
Alright. Regular save is a 3. So there's down to 1 wound. There's a 4. And here's a 4. So 1 wound left on this suit.
Oh.
Going into Eldar, turn 5. Eldar get a command point.
Woo.
We have 3 Rangers, 1 Exarch behind the bridge, who I would guess is the leader of the squad now.
Yeah.
And then 4 Dire Avengers stuck into combat. Did these guys take a morale check?
Oh,
They
great.
break. Yeah.
But
One guy runs away. We're not proud of him today.
one guy just can't handle it anymore.
But now we
this
have...
Exarch over here, though. He's fine.
He is fine. And now it is Eldar turn 5, final turn of the game. That Exarch's going to have to advance. The Eldar turn 5 movement phase happened so fast I was stunned. The hero Exarch has advanced forward. He is going to charge the Crisis Commander and finish it himself. But first we have the shooting phase. I believe the Die Avengers get to shoot in close combat?
No, I took a different.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Dude,
I took the one where on 5s I have the +2 to my armor piercing instead.
That's great though.
Yeah.
They've done their job.
They have 3. You can either AP -2 on 5s, you can shoot in close combat, or you can be objective secured.
They're all good.
They're all good.
They're
it's
all
tough
good.
To pick.
They've done their job because they've held up this unit here, and they've done a great job. This unit is held up.
Yeah.
So I imagine the Rangers will shoot first.
Oh, the Rangers are going to shoot.
Do you have any Strands of Fate dice? You got to roll Strands of Fate.
Oh, my Strands of Fate. That's why I have 6 dice in my hand. Oh, look at all those advanced rolls. Those are terrible. I want a hit roll and a wound roll, and I'll take a charge roll.
Yeah, you might need that charge roll. Strands of Fate have gone off. The Rangers are going to shoot at the Commander.
Yeah.
Because there's no one else for them to shoot at. They've hit once. They've kind of sucked today, by the way. They haven't wounded.
Oh, because he's
Toughness 5. The Rangers have really sucked, particularly because the Hawks have looked so good. They've turned the Rangers into the ugly girl at the party. Like, nobody wants to talk to the Rangers. They can go over and sit by the wall.
They're up here, they're having a comfortable game, but they cannot hit anything.
No, well,
they are too focused on their campfire and whatever else it is that they're doing.
If they were holding an objective, they would be great, but they're not.
They're not. They're busters today.
This hero Hawk is going to kill the Commander by himself.
He's going to hit you on 2s.
He's going to hit on 2s.
He's going to wound you on 5s.
Nothing. Not once.
Nothing.
He's going to contest that objective and tie you the game.
Hopefully.
Now it is the charge phase.
My Hawk is going to charge.
Don't forget you have a charge roll in your Strands of Fate.
Yeah. Do you want Overwatch?
Fuck. Oh, it's so... Because I get to re-roll. Oh, but then I'll kill him, and it's not cool.
He's only got 3 wounds.
Oh, but I have to, because... God, I don't want to be a bad player just for the sake of being cool, but if he gets in and contests, it's cooler if we Overwatch and he does it. So we're Overwatching, and I feel like a dick because the Farseer is making such a game of it, and it's been a really good game.
I could have just said nothing, and you would have remembered,
always fair play.
5 minutes from now.
Always fair play. I really appreciate that about you. We're going to Overwatch that Hawk with my last command point.
Let's go.
And
come on, buddy. You got this.
we've already hit him twice in Precision of the Hunter. We've hit him 3 times.
All right.
Now we're going to wound him on 2s. There's 3 wounds at -2 for 2 damage each on the Hawk. And this is quite possibly the game here.
I've got a 4 up and 1 save. Drop dice never count. No matter
Drop dice
how much
never
I want
count.
them to.
You got a command point? You got a command
Fails
point?
1. I have a command point. I'm going to have to spend it. Doesn't go through.
But he's down to just 1 wound because he's got 3.
But he gets a 5 up, deal no pain.
All right.
So he's down to 1 wound.
Down to just 1 wound. That's all right. Tau can't hit anything in close combat.
So he's in. I'm going to use my charge rule
So that's a 6.
to make sure that he's in.
Gets a 9, which
Does
turns
he take
into a
a mortal
7.
wound going into the water?
No. All right, he's
Doesn't.
fine. Get in there. Hold that objective. No, beyond the objective. Contest.
Oh, my objective.
All right. So Chargers fight first.
Charge first.
You're kind of overmatched here.
You think?
With my 2-up armor save, I do. I don't know if my guy can kill your guy,
So I get 4 attacks.
but I'm fairly certain your guy can't kill my guy.
We'll see.
He's hit all the times.
I wound you on strength
Toughness
4,
5.
toughness 5 is 5s. That's 2 at -3.
2 at -3. Is gonna want. It's still a 4. It's still a 3. But Gallplate is 2. No, Iridium Armor is 2. But Gallplate is 1. Back to 2. Back to 3. It's a 4. It's a 4. I need 4s. Take another wound. Down to 3. Now,
Let's go Hawk Captain.
it is my phase. We're going to pick these guys here.
Hawk Captain is the shit. See, this is where I was going to spend a command point on lightning fast reactions. You were going to hit me on 6s.
This is the fight down here, and that Hawk is the coolest guy in the game.
Oh, he's a hero.
We're going to hit those Dire Avengers on 5s. Look at that. It's a lack of respect we're showing you. We're going to wound you on 3s.
Ouch.
It's 5 wounds, Dire Avengers, regular saves.
Ouch.
Crisis Suit's producing.
That seems a little rude.
I know, right?
Wow, I'm gonna take 4-ups in the water, so...
You don't get cover from...
Or, I get 4-ups.
You get 4-ups. It's got nothing to do with the water.
It was gonna be 3-ups in the water, but...
There's
a
wound.
guy.
There's a wound.
There's a guy. The Exarch has a 4-up, but he takes a wound, so he's done it too.
I used to have fists because Exarchs had 2 wounds, and now they have 3 wounds.
Yeah, take that.
And now your Exarch gets to fight.
He's gonna fight, and he's gonna win this combat because he's gonna hit you on 3s. And
He
he's
hits
gonna
4
wound you on
times.
4s.
Because he's got an awesome
strength
weapon.
5. He wounds you on Uthway. He wounds you 4 times at -2 for 2 damage each.
Oh, wow. Hero Exarch.
Come on.
It's all 4-up and vulnerable saves.
You will earn a name.
1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. So there's 1, 2, and then the next guy.
This guy had to have had 2 wounds left, right?
No, that guy had 1, and now he's down to whatever the next one is 2. Because it's 2 wounds in attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 wounds left here. And my shield generator fell off this guy.
And we're still in combat.
Still locked up in combat.
We need a morale check here.
We do need a morale check on that Hero Exarch, who's not going to break. He's not going to break.
Is your guy break?
No, he only lost 1. The commander's got to fight
We're
back.
below 50% though.
But my leadership is 8, and so
okay.
the commander needs to fight back against the Hawk. The commander is going to throw 4 dice, that hit on 3s, and wound on 3s.
That hit on 3s.
Commander on the Hawk. He's hit 3 times.
Precision of the hunter.
Precision of the hunter. Fair play, Farseer. There's 4 wounds at your regular save.
I get a 4-up invuln. And I get a 5-up feel no pain.
You can do it. Do you have a command point?
Nope.
Oh.
That's just it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I only ever win games because the Farseer consistently reminds me of my rules. And if the Farseer did not remind me of my rules, I would never, ever win a game. That game ended up being very good. There's 7 models left on the table. I don't know how this marker drone is still alive.
I can't believe you pulled it off.
That's neither can I. That
I
was
killed
great.
so many crew in the first game.
They were just crew. It makes me feel guilty how good Crisis Suits are. Crisis Suits make me feel yucky because they're fantastic.
They were really good.
And we still got this guy left. He's got 2 wounds left. He was going to murder this guy in the shooting
So
phase.
yeah, you're gonna fall back, right?
I don't have to now because he's there. I would have shot up here into those guys, shot him. I would have tabled you if
Yeah,
in my turn.
easily.
But it was still a great
It
game.
was well fought.
My unit of the game is, of course, the Crisis Suits. How could it not be? They're too good. Actually, it's the shield drones. The shield drones make the Crisis Suits because they'd have been dead turn 1 or 2, or probably turn 2 or 3 without them.
Once I got through all those shield drones,
They started dying.
started peeling crisis suits. But
And I only take 2 shield drones per suit. I need
how
to.
many can you take
In that unit, 6 of them.
per suit?
Yeah, I don't know how many suits you can bring in a unit anymore. It used to be you could bring 9 suits per unit. But I don't know what that number is anymore because I never intended to do it that way. But I think now is the time when you and I
You can
adjourn.
bring 6. You can bring 6 shield drones per suit.
No, 2 drones per suit. So in a unit of 3, you get 6 of them.
Okay.
Anyway, I had a great deal of fun playing the Tau today. Thank you very much for watching, audience. We're happy to have you with us. Goodbye.